Hello, comrades. It's Premier Rever, and I am pretty excited. This is a quite impressive bridge. I'm not sure you'd ever see something like that outside of Roman times. I think it's something the Romans would have been more than proud of. Not that they had the steel like we do today, but it should certainly fit a ship under there, you would think, right? And then we have our bridge behind it, keeps lighting up. Yeah, let's get the G so I can follow my mouse and not light things up that I don't want to. So, what have we been doing? Not a whole lot. I've just been kind of making sure this guy stayed on the straight and narrow, which I wasn't doing too good a job of. He went off, around the intersections, they tend to go whichever way they want. But that's okay too. We've been paying off our loan. I haven't done much with it because our money, it goes down to 50,000 and then it goes back up over 100. So we've paid down to 721,000. So we're well on our way, and I'm just sort of trying to stay in pretty patient mode for that reason. Just like, let's get this thing paid off, and then we'll be in much better shape. And again, we're sort of all part of the grand plan. That's why you have such a fine premier leading your country, right? Like little things that I do in preparation. Like we're trying to build up some prefab panels here, which isn't going too well. As a matter of fact, we're doing a far better job with the steel, to the point that I was definitely thinking of taking off like a truck or two that's hauling the steel and just have them bring some prefab panels down here. All right, do we have anybody? Yeah, there's one. I thought I had a bunch more trucks that were bringing steel down here. It's pretty unimpressive. Now, another thing I did do is take trucks off of here, so maybe that's why I was thinking I had more. So there's only 3 trucks that now come to this, and they all just get their supplies from across the bridge here. So the rest of them are running back and forth. The other thing that might be happening, you know what, that's what it is. I think some of them are coming directly into here. So this guy, yeah, you know what, let's pause time for a second and figure out where this guy is. I'll go to depot. Where are you at? Oops. All right, you're on your way back, but instead of going back to there, I want you to switch over. Oops, not that. Coming to here. Right, the prefab panels factory. Yep. Load prefab panels. Wait. All right, we can get rid of this one. Now we can start them back up. Send them to this one. All right, you come down here. Get down there and unload prefab panels. All right, and then come on back. Good, so we got him switched over. Now, another thing I want to do is we still have this little mini construction crew. And I was a little frustrated at the end of the last one, I think it was the last episode, where we didn't have this, let's go for another construction office. Now that I've cleared my mind of the issue. We'll just put a little one up here. I don't plan on a lot of construction, but this will, I think we'll be able to drive this far. This is not the fastest way to get here. All right, let's zoom back out. All right. And I'm thinking we definitely should be able to reach if we're up in this area. All right, let's put on the wireframe for a second. Yeah, there's a reasonably flat spot over here. All right. Good. All right, so let's see. Will this guy be able to reach? And he should. Like, the big thing is the buses. Will that bus be able to get all the way over to here? Oops. No. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we will come back to that. Right, we are playing time forward. Very good. Okay, so good. So not too urgent, no power to it. We're just going to leave it go. How is everything else going? Not sure. I was thinking about putting in on this island a construction office. Then I thought, well, I really don't need it. We've started working on this bridge over here. Just have the first little bits of 1,000 tons of concrete. So these concrete bridges, I'd have to say, if you have the concrete plant nearby, are probably the easiest ones to build if you're in a hurry. Now, this one's also not 80 feet tall like that other one, which is like 30 meters or less. Probably, 80 feet is, going to be more like 25 meters or something like that. All right, anyway, who cares? You guys get the idea, right? So here is the triangle town, and we need to get some more stuff and finish this up, right? We didn't finish the roads. For those of you who didn't watch, this is going to be our storage area where we'll be able to get in by truck or train and to each of these things. So we have like a offloading for fuel and bitumen, as well as we have an asphalt plant. We have another tank for the bitumen there. We have concrete plant. We have gravel plus gravel drop off one way or the other, right? We'll be able to come in here. Now we don't actually have a gravel drop off by truck, which could become an issue. Let's just see. And this is just a single. If we go to the oh no, you know what? Yeah, let's change this conveyor. Right. And we're going to put it to this. No, you know what? Yeah, can we do... I'm just kind of curious to see if this will work. See how it's going to run it around the outside, but we could possibly attach another one. Like if we did a truck aggregate unloading here, would that attach? Overlaps with existing construction. Yeah, no. All right, you know what? I'm not going to worry about it that much. I think I could get it in, but I do think we should build this one over this way. I think we're a little more likely to be able to get that, like a truck aggregate unload. We probably could even... Yeah, there's no real road here. I hate to make them like drive all the way around the Lord's creation, like to get there, right? If I put this in here, this is going to work, but then the road would have to be... Yeah, could we get the road under here? That would make a big difference. I really don't even plan on building this. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's because I like fiddling with this crap, right? If I didn't, I wouldn't have played this game so much. That's why when some people come, oh, the roads are easier to build or whatever, I hear a comment or watch somebody else. It's like, I don't know. I like fiddling with the way they are. It's a challenge. I think someone said to me, you know, after, like, you need like a university degree to get the roads right in this game. Now it's like disappointing that anybody can do it. So that's pretty true. Okay, so what do we need here? We're going to need quite a bit, actually, because each one of these, these are like aircraft carriers in a sense. Like they all have like a huge number of people. Like, I don't know that one regular, you know, kindergarten would even be good for each of them. Now we could actually too, if we brought our railroad track around. Yeah, you know what? Here's another idea. Like, what if we do, I don't, you know, like we could just do it for the sake of doing it, even if it doesn't make a lot of sense. It could make sense for like a university, which would be, why don't we take, and instead of this loop going around we're going to go right around the outside. And then on the inside loop, we could actually do like a, oh, come on, for like students or something. No, there you go. See what I mean? Like this, let me get this drawn all the way around first, and then. Right, but I wouldn't even necessarily go that far. We'll take this over to there. Right, this inner loop, which will need to be semi-connected. Right, does that look half decent? I think so. Right, and then I would get rid of... Well, do we want to leave that connected for now for construction purposes? No. Alright, I can always construct it later. But that'll be fine. We can take this back some. Probably get rid of this. Yeah, probably all the way back to there. Oh, game save. Tried to mess me up, but I'm a pro. I have fought the game save before and won, right? Oh, no, no. Give me red. It did a funny thing there. No. Right, then this can come. Right, so we would have like effectively an inner circle and an outer circle. And then what I'm thinking of is, and then we'd have to get them, you know, so they're attached. And really, we need to get this whole thing attached to, well, it depends on where we put our construction office, doesn't it? Right, because we have these tracks over here. So, okay, let's just keep going with. Yeah, really, I could attach these up. Now, I do have that road kind of comes in. I don't like the road. Yeah, did we just build a lot of the wrong side kind of track? Yeah, let's. I think I did. At least this bit. I can't really tell. Well, we'll see. Like, and by the way, I did have an issue with that, and I think I've already said it. Just don't put any wood in here into the. Let's go check on things anyway. Even though I'm lost, I was sort of heading in the right direction. All right, we need to check on this to make sure he stays busy. They're not the greatest about staying busy. Yeah, he's on the other side there. Now he's got this little bit. Yeah, so let's just close this because we're going to have to come back. Oh, no, you know what? He's going to be done in like 2 seconds. And then the problem with this is if I assign this, this guy's going to head back and then they're going to start going head to head with each other. Because like the other guy's going to head out before this guy gets back and then they're going to chicken and, you know, what do they call it? Playing chicken when you know, drive your cars at each other. And they're going to start playing chicken in a second here. I bet. Anyway. All right. So that's a sign. One way or the other, they'll get out there. And our money's doing well. How's our loan doing? Getting excited about the loan. Down to $600,000. Very nice. Let's get back over here and make sure we're building this bridge fine. All right. And I guess we should go all the way over there. All right, how are we doing here? Did we get the road done? We have gravel, but people. Yeah, so how far are you into your trip already? They're an hour into the trip to get to here. They might not make it. Yeah, let's shrink that up. Well, they're an hour in. Let's say, is it just because they didn't have a chance? Well, let's come back to this guy in a minute when he gets close to done. And in the meantime, we can come over here. I don't want to wait too long. Plus, I got distracted the whole thing anyway, right? I kind of don't like the way this looks. Let's get rid of like that whole bit. I think there's no reason why we can't. Nope. Yeah, let's do something like that. All right, fairly decent anyway. All right, so we have the inner loop and the outer loop over here. And then what I was going to do before I realized that I was putting down the wrong track and then, yeah, okay, so we got the wrong angle. Yeah, to go across here. Then we're awful close. Now here's another question. This is really going to be, maybe we don't even attach that guy. Because this is really just our people. This is not necessarily for cargo. Yeah, as a matter of fact, good point. I'm glad I didn't bother to attach that. I'm glad it wasn't easy. All right, so you want to come. Yeah, that actually looks pretty good, right? Bottom of that hill. Now, the thing about this. I don't want to go too much further with all of this because this is going to be where our harbor is going to be. Possibly for oil. So do we really want to run trains further up here or not? I think we've got enough established. I mean, I want the trains for the bringing the people up there, which is kind of almost necessary. But I don't know if we need them for anything else, right? 2 hours and some minutes on that. So in other words, I'm just going to leave that go like where it is. And the idea will be that any cargo train will go there. Though it would kind of be nice if we got over. But, you know, who knows? We could build a bridge here or something like that down the road. And then, so what do we want to do here? I'm thinking like we should probably, it would be like a shame to put something that wasn't fairly decorative in the middle of our beautiful triangle. All right, so let's see. Do we have, what if we put like cinemas? Like a cultura. All right, which way is cultura supposed to go? Yeah, I don't really want you to attach. All right, do we do like 3 culturas? Maybe? Come on. I don't know why that one attached, but this one... Yeah, this one didn't seem to want to attach as much. Be a very cultured place. All right, and then let's make sure we can get our footpaths attached. I don't know if it was... Yeah. I'm going to undo those footpaths in a minute, but yeah, we can get them. All right, like get rid of these just because it's creating more road projects. All right, so there's culture is the one thing we'll need. And let's get rid of this wireframe before I decide to start building with it. So then what I'm thinking of is, do we just put in one regular size university for all these people? Or do we even need that and we stay with our modded? What do we have? Now, party headquarters could be interesting, huh? Yeah, right on the river. The only thing about right on the river, we're going to block... we got the stuff behind it, right? You know, it's not like this needs any particular supplies, and it would act a bit like a university. Yeah, we've already got, we could do it over here. And then we would use the trains. Yeah, we kind of need to get a road over to these things, if nothing else for fire protection, don't we? Yeah, let's leave this. You know what? Let's do it this way, as a matter of fact. Yeah, we'll put the road behind it. All right, so that'll be our party headquarters / university. And then what do we have for schools? Are these schools? School 1, max workers. No, we don't want little schools. And I think we want regular, maximum 10 workers. If anything, yeah, we want full size. So I'm thinking maybe we put a school and a kindergarten next to each one. But we're going to need a second kindergarten. Right? But what if we put... Yeah, I think if we put a school next to each one... Yeah, and I guess the road should probably go out that way, right? Just so it... I know we don't have to attach the road, but... Right, and then we would have like another one down this end. Hopefully it'll fit. Yeah, let's see. Kind of make it a little symmetrical, right? And we put another one down this end. And And maybe we just, for now, we get a kindergarten attached to there. Can we get 2 kindergartens in? It's kind of jammed. Let's not jam it. If we need to put another kindergarten, we could like put it back here. But then we'll have a kindergarten and a school on either side. Because again, it's 600 people in these houses. I think we're going to really thinking that we might need another kindergarten. We'll see how it goes. Right, but then we have school and kindergarten. Now, Firehouse, yeah, that would definitely be good. And now we also created the need for another road. All right, so we're going to need a road that comes down this way. All right, we'll attach that up. Well, maybe we, yeah, let's kind of go straight along the river, like here, because we can. Is there any reason we wouldn't, other than I don't want to make too many projects, I think we might just go like straight over to there, right? I'll cut it off there. And then do we want this road to come? I want, all right, and then right, a little bit goofy, but that doesn't need to be the end of our building, right? And I'm not sure that I really am a huge fan of that, but you know, I guess it's not too horrible, but yeah, I mean, then we could have, well, probably like on this road, we could have like the Firehouse. Let's do modded, right? Because I think I have some, because we don't even really need orchestra fire station. I think we already have one of those, and that's fine, but yeah, I'm thinking of like a small fire station, you know, where I think people can walk to. Let's see, where is that? And in the future, they'll be able to walk a little further. Yeah, if we just put them like outside of this circle, right? If we put one here, we can put another one like here, right? And that would really cover, you know, both sides of town and well over into here on this side, and any other thing that we start constructing up this way, you know, this guy should have a half decent chance of doing. Now this road comes in here. Yeah, that's not really part of the plan. Let's see if we can. All right, do we want to put it on the other side of the railroad tracks where we used to have it? Yeah, pretty much. What if we just came off of here? Is there any reason we wouldn't want to do that? Nah, as a matter of fact, it might even be better for the purposes of that. Right, and it would be better for dealing with the railroad tracks, in my opinion. I don't know exactly what the railroad tracks are going to be like, but yeah, and then as far as all of this goes, I mean, you know, right now I don't really necessarily have a plan of going up that way, though I'm sure we will. And if it crosses over at some point, I don't have a problem with that. And that sort of fits in a little bit better with this, and also gets fire protection straight up this way a little bit better. I think we're going to need another firehouse out here, which I think we already put, or we should have. Now we'll definitely make sure we get another firehouse up there. Yeah, and we're going to need fire protection across here, so we're going to need more bridges and all kinds of stuff. Well, let's just keep plugging away, right? We still don't have power over here. But what do we have? We have schools, we have fire coverage. Right, we don't have any shopping. And that's one of the big reasons now for this thing. Or do we put a shopping center by each house? Or do we just start out with one and then let them go on the tram for their shopping, right? Boy, I really wish we had different versions of this thing, but right, like, yeah, you know what, let's put in the road. Yeah, the road cargo station first. Oh, you know what? I like that. Or no, I don't like that. It'll have to be like this, won't it? Probably between the episodes or something, I'll start turning these into less construction projects. You know what I completely forgot about? Oh, no, we're in good shape. But I completely forgot about the bus. All right, so let's come over here and then let's go back to store. Right, and then this guy would come. Say there. Now, a lot of these people are going to be able to walk over there, but I think let's just see what happens with the train. All right, where is our, there it is. All right, so that we'd have the possibility of resupplying by that. And then at some point we could talk about, you know, getting some supplies over here by rail as opposed to trying to do it by truck, because that's going to be quite the distance all the way to over there. And I'm definitely thinking that another store would be kind of nice. Is there a particular, yeah, I don't want to crowd this. I think if we did another store, I mean, we could get rid of this little bit of road, but all right, if we did get another store, like say over here, like I said, I don't really want to crowd that up. Yeah, that is where the road is, though. Yeah, let's do that. And we need to get a road over here anyway for this. Yeah, so let's do road cargo station. Sort of like, just like we did over there. Don't keep it too close. So we can get... Yeah. That's all right. We don't really need to get to this by road. But again, having a symmetrical type thing would be good. Now, is the new one symmetrical maybe, right? Is that what they did? Try to do? Right, and then... Yeah, I think that's going to be enough. These people are going to be able to get to that. We don't really even need two separate stores, I don't think. I think one would serve those people, but just in case. And then, yeah, so that should be pretty good for that. What else are we missing? Sports. Yeah. You know what? Mod. Where is sports playground? Stadium. You know, the hockey arena is really pretty slick mod. And you know what? Why don't we put a hockey arena? Yeah, this only has a, yeah, like a walkway. Why don't we put the hockey arena right next to, yeah, like in line with this one. Nice, well, the shopping there. And then so like they come around here to get, we could also have like other little sports, but we'll see how many people come to the hockey stadium with the thing. And then as far as sports playground, wasn't there? Yeah, the small football playground I don't like. It's too, looks like a bearskin rug too much. The stadium, yeah, that's a bit much. All right, so let's go back, and I just want to throw in. Let's throw in a tennis court or two. What is over here? Yeah, we could throw a tennis court in here, right? Yeah, stop attaching to that. Yeah. Particularly want that to attach, but then we'll put another one. Another one over. We don't really want to block that road, do we? No, that wasn't a good place for that. You get it? Yeah, we could squeeze it in here. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, this is really not a good place for this. Carefully with the bulldozer tool. All right, because we really want to get a road through here. All right. But really, I'm going to go around and redo these roads. Not necessarily move them, but just make sure we don't have a lot of dumb construction projects for the whole thing. All right, so what else? So a little bit more sports, I think. All right, because we didn't put one in here. We said this would fit. All right, we're not going to do pubs. We got plenty of cinema. We got store. Yeah, we got fire station. Yeah, car dealer. We definitely need to think about that at some point coming up here. And then we could do some decorating as things get built and we get a little more wealth generated. And yeah, education, we have that. Yeah, I think we're in pretty good shape for the purposes of calling it designed. I mean, we need to get some power over here, and we'll talk about and work on that, but we're sort of out of time for the episode at this point. Let's go check on our things, like did those people ever get over there to work on that thing? Is this guy still busy, or is he jammed up or something? All right. Something. I don't know, he's going back and forth. Now we're getting a lot more gravel. I'm not sure quite why. And by the way, what does happen too is like the further they go, the longer it takes them. So one of the things I think I may do is let's assign him, because we got enough gravel for now, I want to assign him this one. All right, so we're going to start working on this other parallel track up to there. Good, so that's getting done. How's our bridge? Are we making progress on the bridge? No workers or mechanism. We really don't seem to be doing that well. Is it just... There's no particular reason, right? Yeah, we're 30% done. I guess I take that back. I didn't really look at the red bar. Yeah, so it's just a lot of concrete. It's just a lot, or cement, I should say. Or no, concrete. Yeah, I'm sorry. I always kind of use those terms interchangeably, even though they're not. Cement is the stuff that you can use cement to make concrete, but concrete has usually rocks in it. Some more aggregate is what they call it. But all right, so anyway, what was the last thing? We wanted to make sure that we were able to get, yes, we could get that constructed. So it was just poor timing the first time I looked. Now I need to reassign this. No real hurry on this. Just, kind of wanted to call it, this last part. Now I did get a suggestion that I could go like lower, and then I could have probably, even from where I was at, done that all the way across there. I was just trying to keep, down on the price of the tunnel. I mean, these tunnels, and not only, obviously we're going to like build it ourselves, but they just take forever and a year to get done. So I was thinking we'd save ourselves a few bucks by only going from here to here versus having to go from like all the way down at the bottom of the hill all the way up to there. And then in addition to that, if we did want to do anything, we would have a little more room, right? If our tunnel popped out right here, we wouldn't have too much room to wiggle. Not that I really see that as being a big issue, but I like this. It's okay. If this darn thing had been close enough, it's fine, right? And by the way, having these little construction offices really could be coming pretty handy later on if we decided to build over this way. I like the fact that we could build those as a way of getting some leveling done. If you think about it, now we can level off into a bigger area over here if we wanted. We can, once we have this, we can park the bulldozer and excavator over here, get that done. But there we go. So what do we get done? Well, I guess you could say we finished up Triangle Town. Again, we got a lot more work to do and probably some more figuring. I didn't see your comments next. I was just getting this done a half a day early so I could make some more sim airport videos. So there you go. So we are building our bridge. I don't see much. There is a little progress. It certainly doesn't look 31% done, does it? Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. I hope you guys have... Oh, let's take a look real quick before I start my outro or whatever the hell you call it. 500,000, and we still have 100,000 in the bank. So we will have paid off our loan pretty nicely. So thank you for all of your suggestions towards that. The cutting off of the electronics certainly doesn't seem to have hurt us in any way, and it's probably saving us a good amount of money. Certainly helping contribute. So thank you guys for all of your suggestions. I definitely appreciate them, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Bye-bye.